Hey YouTube, and welcome to another video with myself, MicroBoxVX, and as always a big break in between videos, as always the way. But for those that are aware, we did a Dragon X podcast last night, went on for about 3 hours, but it was another great show, so a big shout out to the guys, the Welsh Gamer and E-Rock X, as he's now called. Make sure you go and check out their channels, and I'll leave descriptions down below. And a big shout out to all the guys at the Project Xbox Facebook group as well. Again, if you're not already a member of that, make sure you go and check it out, and you know, join the group. It's a good group of guys, and we're all Xbox orientated. So what I want to talk about today, I've been planning to do this video for ages. I mentioned I wanted to do a video on the end of my last video, and I meant to do it that weekend, but you know, it is, things happen, colds and things like that, and partners having operations and things. But I wanted to talk about 4K, the Xbox One X. We're literally 28 days away from the launch of the Xbox One X. I'm really excited. I'm sure all of you guys are too. This is a console that everybody seems to have got on board with, and that's the difference, and that's why we game on this console, and that's why we're Xbox gamers, because at the end of the day the Xbox is, in my opinion, a hardcore gaming console, and we want the best kit when it comes out of that particular console, and I've said that in the past. But I've asked the question to myself many times, and this is something I've been looking at. There has been an increase in people that I know that are planning to get the X on purchasing or already purchased 4K TVs. I've done the same myself, in preempting the release of the Xbox One X. I knew that I needed a 4K TV. You don't need a 4K TV for Xbox One X. It does increase the quality on a 1080p TV, but to really get full advantage of it, you need a 4K TV. And for that reason, I made sure I got one. I've got a brand new Samsung 4K. I got that last month, ready for the X to drop. But I know many people that have also done the same thing. The Welsh Gamers picked up a 4K TV ready for the Xbox One X. So, you know, and there's a lot of people that I know that have done the same. So what I'm looking at, the way I'm looking at this, I mean, a lot of people said, oh, the Xbox One X won't sell because of the 4K aspect of the console. But I don't think that's the case, and I think the Xbox One X is going to do for 4K what the PlayStation 3 did for Blu Ray. And that is my opinion. I think 4K is going to really take off now. Already with the S, you've got a 4K Blu Ray player. People have been buying the 4K TV so that they can get the Blu-rays. I today have had the Ultra HD 4K edition of Wonder Woman delivered. I can't wait to sit down and watch that. That will actually be the first 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray I'm actually going to sit down and watch. I really can't wait. So 4K seems to be the thing, and the Xbox One X seems to be the thing now. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's pre-ordered. They're jumping on board. The sales are going well. The pre-orders are going well. And people are buying 4K TVs for it, and I think people like Michael Pachter have not, they didn't foresee this. They didn't foresee the fact that 4K was going to take off in the manner that it has. More people now that I know of through the groups and on Twitter are going 4K for this machine. And we all know that. I mean, when the Xbox 360 came out, it had a standard. It had a standard CD-ROM, not even a CD-ROM, sorry, it's a DVD drive. It had a standard DVD drive. The PlayStation 3 came out with a Blu-ray player. It had the Blu-ray drive in there. Later on, the Xbox 360 brought out the HD DVD, which was sort of another equivalent to Blu-ray. It didn't do particularly well, and Blu-ray took off on that machine. It was the cheapest, for the PlayStation 3, it was the cheapest Blu-ray player on the market at the time, and it helped shift PlayStation 3 is no end, and the Blu-ray market went through the roof. I mean, the rumour is that the reason that the Blu-ray really took off was purely down to the fact that pornography was available on Blu-ray. But the PlayStation 3, the fact that it was a Blu-ray player helped the success of that console. There's no doubt about it, and I think we're actually going to see that become a reality with the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S as well. They're both 4K Blu-rays. I can't understand why the PlayStation 4 Pro hasn't got a 4K Blu-ray player in it, considering their Pro was supposed to be their 4K option, their 4K attempt at a console, and why didn't they put a 4K Blu Ray player in that machine to make it even more worthwhile purchasing? I find that bizarre, but of course it costs it keeps the cost down, it makes it more affordable, something that Microsoft didn't do with the Xbox One X, and I know some people have said that it's too expensive. I do question people that say that the console's too expensive. When you spend so much time on that console, it's your main hobby. Why would you question the price of a console at $499 every 4 or 5 years, and you don't question the price of an iPhone or a Samsung phone every 2 years at £700-800, and the latest one's £1,000. So I do question, why would you question a console expense, but you don't question a mobile phone expense? When to me a mobile phone is not important to my gaming. I don't see my mobile phone as my hobby. My console is my hobby, and for that reason I don't question the fact that I would need to spend that sort of money on a console 4 or 5 years into the life cycle to keep it up to date. Getting back to the video, I think 4K 4K is going to be the thing, and a lot of people are now jumping on board with 4K. They want 4K, and believe me, when you see a video or a game running on 4K, you see a massive difference, and it's been said before, but the difference is night and day. Easily you can see the difference in quality, and with having the 4K textures and the sort of extra additions of 4K gaming, you're going to see a massive difference, and people are seeing it. Xbox gamers are seeing it, and that is why they're buying 4K TVs. That's why they're pre-ordering the Xbox One X, because as Xbox gamers we want the best available on that particular console. We're Xbox fans at the end of the day, we're not PlayStation fans, which is why we didn't jump ship and buy the Pro, even though the Pro was a half-assed attempt at 4K gaming, to say the least. And as I said earlier, they couldn't even be asked to put a 4K Blu Ray player in it. So that's my thoughts, and tell me what you think. I mean, are you pre-ordering the X? Have you pre-ordered the X? Have you got 4K TV already? Are you not intended to get a 4K TV, but you've already still getting the X? It'd be interesting to see what you guys think. I mean, I've done a few things on Twitter and on Facebook asking guys this question, gamers the question: are you looking to get it? Are you 4K already? Are you getting 4K for the X? A lot of people have said they've already gone to it at 4K for the X specifically. So yeah, I think 4K is going to take off even more so now. More and more people buying the X for that extra enhanced quality. 130 games, at least 130 games off the bat, as soon as that console drops, that are going to have 4K resolution, or 4K architecture. They're going to have 4K textures. You're going to see a huge difference in games, and I think the PlayStation 4 Pro as of now, I think, has got about 60 to 80 games, I think. But the console's not even out yet. The Xbox One X isn't even out yet, and we're looking at 130 already. It's a big time. I mean, if you haven't seen, I've rebranded, I've got new graphics up, things like that. I'm really going to be pushing the channel now. It's a new era for Xbox. The X is 28 days away, and it's a great time to be an Xbox gamer. And it's time now that the Xbox gamers give the Sony guys a little bit of shit back for the shit that they've been giving us for the last 4 years about their system being more powerful. Times are changing, the tide's changing, and Xbox is on the move. Anyway, that's all I've got for you today, so thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave any comments down below. I always reply. Don't forget to hit the bell as well if you want any updates on new videos coming out. Always hit the bell. It's a bit stupid that that's put in there now, but there it is. I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.